Hey, hello, 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 hello. Everything is on. Mic on है। ठीक है, हाँ, आवाज आ रही है। नेक्स्ट आपकी भी आवाज आ रही है। यस, let us go.
Guess we can rest a bit.
सबको सबको हेलो 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 बाय द वे सबको हेलो। क्या आवश्यक है? हाँ, आज अपन ये करेंगे भाई। लेजेंड ऑफ व्हाट इज इट? अरे हेलो, अरे नोवा भाई, सुबह कैसे हो? लेजेंड ऑफ द कसान ये करने का है अपन को। ये उस दिन किया था, अब ये करेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले, बिफोर दैट, बिफोर एवरीथिंग, गो राइट हियर और ये बना लो भाई। ओ भाई, एक्सपेडिशन। अरे रघुवीर भाई, हेलो 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 हेलो, क्या हाल चाल?
Add astro.
डिस्पैच। यू अगर सेरा भैया, तो भैया कैया कैया गैम्बल वाला। अरे आते ही गैम्बल शुरू, जुबा केसरी। अरे वेलकम रकर वेर भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो। आते ही गैम्बल शुरू। और क्या हो गया? वन वन। ओ भाई, अब लोग जीत रहे भाई साहब, और दोनों आते ही गैम्बल शुरू भाई साहब। कमीशंस कर लेते हैं बिकॉज यस, नहीं किया मैं अपेरेंटली। उस दिन के बाद सीधा आज खोल रहा हूँ मैं। वन राइट हियर, राइट हियर, राइट हियर एंड देन राइट हियर। ये वाला करते हैं, ले लाइन वाला है। अरे क्रूसर मेरे भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। ये तो बिजनेस है, दिस इज बिजनेस। हाँ भाई, really I'm not।
Shine down.
अबे उसके बाद ये करने का था भाई। व्हाट इज दिस टॉमी? भाई इसको ठंडी लग रही है क्या? व्हाट इज रॉन्ग? कल आया, कल आया का क्या आएगी? आएगा ओ भाई, आया का कल आएगी ओ भाई साहब, रियली। अरे यार 70। अरे यार वन। 46 क्या? सॉरी 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 सॉरी, कितना? 76 राइट, 66 ओ भाई। 52 है बे, 52 है ना ट्रैकर भाई? और कितना 5 स्टार लोगे? प्रीमोस ही नहीं है मेरे पास। अरे भाई 52 है राइट। 8 5 48 6 48 48 49 50 51 52। 53rd पे मेरे को शोगन मिली थी। 52 पुल हुआ है मेरा, मेरे को लगा मेरा 62 हुआ है भाई साहब। तो बहुत टाइम है अभी, मतलब आया का मैं ले सकता हूँ भाई दबे, आया का ले सकता हूँ मैं अगर मैं प्रीमोजम स्पैम करूँ तो, लेकिन मेरे को मांगता है कि नहीं, दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन मी। इसका क्या चाहिए रे भाई? टॉमी, मेरे को भाई सबसे पहले मेरे को ठंडी लग रही है, इधर चलो। ट्वेंटी पोल्स चाहिए तुम्हें? ओ भाई, भाई पूरा प्रीमोज यूज आया तो पे मिला ही नहीं आया तो, अरे भाई मिल गया, मिल जाएगा आया का, या फिर काजुआ के लिए वेट कर सकते हो? मैं काजुआ के लिए वेट कर सकता हूँ भाई, आई कैन वेट फॉर लिटरली जोंगली एज वेल। मेरे को ना एक्चुअली हारने का मन कर रहा है, हार जाओ ना तो एटलीस्ट मैं जोंगली के लिए फार्म करके ऑलरेडी रखूंगा, जब भी आएगा ना एकदम पुल करूंगा कॉन्स्टेलेशन पे कॉन्स्टेलेशन। हाफ फ्रोजन क्या करना है भाई इधर है? ये वाला मेरे को पहली बार मिला, इस करने का क्या इधर? What the hell am I supposed to do? पीली है क्या? पीली लग रहा है मेरे को तो चल भाई। हाँ चल, उसको ठंडी दे दे चल। काजुआ के लिए टाइम है, चलेगा? मेरे को तो लग रहा है मैं हार जाऊँ, फिर मैं काम करके रख सकता हूँ प्रीमोस। अरे ये बीच में ही रुक जाते ना ये लोग, चल जा भाई। हाँ सीली, चलो ऑफिस। कहाँ पे जाके रुकेगी ये सीली? इसको दे देगी क्या? ओ टॉक टू टॉमी, ओके। अरे गुफरान भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम, क्या हाल चाल? नेक्स्ट बैनर शाओ और ईतो आएगा लगता है। शाओ आएगा? अरे भाई फिर तो मैं शाओ ले लूँ क्या? I've got your back। क्या करने का है? और ये तो कुछ ज्यादा ही बड़ा मिशन नहीं है। लुक फॉर चिल्ड मीट। अरे रे 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 रुक जा, तो ये तो दूर है, यहाँ से यहाँ पे चलो। चिल्ड मीट तो यहाँ पे मेरे को मिल जाएगा। काजुआ भाई मस्त पुल है भाई, माय ओपिनियन। ओ तुम अभी भी दो तीन 5 स्टार निकाल सकते हो आराम से, लेकिन तब मेरा बोर्ड चलेगा। ओह मेरे को बोल रहे हो मैं 2-3 5 स्टार निकाल सकता हूँ क्या? डिपेंड करता है, मेरा लक है ना कुछ ज़्यादा ही अच्छा नहीं है, नॉट गुड। आई डोंट थिंक मैं निकाल सकता हूँ 5 स्टार।
Illusion shattered.
Give the shield mate to Tommy. Okay. लेकिन मेरा तो बोर्ड है। ओके गैम्बल ऑल रखकर जीता था तो वो खुश हो गया, फिर से हार गया रे टॉमी एंड इट। ओके फाइनली आई हैव डन दिस मिशन, लेट्स डू दिस थिंग। हमेशा हर रोज एक ना एक बात करने वाला आता ही है जुबा केसरी। हाँ एक्सप्लोर करके
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning.
और क्वेस्ट करके
Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain.
अभी भी ओ
Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good.
Defeat all the opponents. अरे ये क्या इधर एक और मिशन आ गया? लेट्स डू इट।
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
ओ भाई आर्टिफैक्ट मिला मेरे को, वो क्या बात है, क्या बात है री। टॉप टॉप पे कौन है? ओ भाई 2,20,000 से भी ज्यादा पॉइंट है, व्हाट द हेल।
Let the show begin.
हे मम्मी रे, डीपीएस बात रहा, डीपीएस बात रहा। एपिक डीपीएस बात रहा है, एपिक। ये दोनों हो गया, यहाँ पर एक बचा है और एक है। Let's do this one. फायदा डबल कर दिया अपन ने, क्या बात, क्या?
I wonder when I'll be as tall
अबे
as my
हाँ
big
यार।
sister.
1 लाख का उसका 2 लाख हो गया भाई साहब। चलो इनको मारते जस्ट फॉर फन।
Time to work.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Inazuma shines eternal. डीपीएस बात रहा। एग्जैक्टली, शोगन मार तो ई, फिर डीपीएस बात रहा। एवरीबॉडी डीपीएस बन जाएगा रे। मिले जाने का मेरे को। अबे इनको मारने का, इनकी नाका भागे नाका, अभी मार दूंगा इनको तो मैं। प्लंज अटैक करूंगा, सारे ऐसे ही मर जाएंगे, देख मां कसम।
Shine down.
बच्चों के ओ भाई,
Torn to oblivion.
ओ भाई साहब, इतनी मस्त हो गई रे ये तो। और शोगनेट, शोगनेट एपिक ओपी, शोगनेट ओपी भाई एक नंबर है। बारबरा को ट्रिपल क्राउन करोगे क्या? ठीक है सवाल है भाई। बारबरा को मैंने अब तक अच्छा आर्टिफैक्ट नहीं लगाया है, देखो मैं बताता हूँ। ये देख, 4 स्टार आर्टिफैक्ट बारबरा को। तुम ट्रिपल क्राउन की बात करते हो यार। और ये देखो लेवल 50 है वो। Let's do this one. करोगे क्या ट्रिपल क्राउन? ही नहीं, क्राउन ट्रिपल, मेरे पास 3 क्राउन तो है क्या? अरे इधर की जा रहा हूँ मैं। अरे किधर होता है वो क्राउन, किधर होता है? ये साइड। वो क्राउन होता किधर है मेरे को वही नहीं पता, किधर होगा? नॉप। फिर मेरे पास एक स्पिन कर सकता हूँ मैं बाय द वे। ओके ओके, तो भाई डीले तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, मैं इधर इनमें। ओ भाई साहब, क्राउन किधर होता है वे? हेलो, इधर होगा, मटेरियल में होगा। स्लोली स्लोली देखो। ओ 4 क्राउन है मेरे पास, 4 क्राउन है, 4 क्राउन। अरे मतलब अपन अपना बारबरा ऑलरेडी ट्रिपल क्राउन है तो भाई सच्ची क्राउन चोरी हो गए, क्राउन चोरी हो गए। कुछ भी बोलते हैं रे। ओ भाई, ये सज्जन को क्या तकलीफ है भाई?
Illusion shattered.
ये ले, चिंदी हो गया इसका तो, चिंदी बन गया भाई। शोगन से लड़ेगा, चिंदी बन जाएगा। चोरी हो गया मतलब कैसे चोरी हो गया? Will you please elaborate?
There's no escape. Shine down.
Oh,
I'll protect us.
DPS बढ़ रहा।
Illusion shattered.
पानी के अंदर खाके इधर नहीं।
Insolent.
और इसकी माँ का साथे ना, अभी ये तो मरा भाई। सीधा सीधा
Zuma shines eternal.
सीधा मजाक नहीं है।
Shine down.
शोगन को सताया था।
There is no escape.
इसको भी तोड़ो।
Shine down.
ठीक है। उड़े गॉड ये ले, ये भी ले। माइन करने का है। अरे ये कार बचा था वहाँ पे। क्या बोल? 30 हो गया मेरा। ओ भाई, पिछली बार मैंने ये 10 किया। हाँ किया था। अरे मैं 2 स्पिन कर सकता हूँ। ट्राई करे क्या? आया का शॉर्ट ट्रेलर देखा? नहीं देखा। किधर दिखता है?
Activity serves no purpose
यूट्यूब पे
whatsoever.
दिखाएगा। किधर देखने का वो ट्रेलर?
Let the show begin.
ये यहाँ पर इतने सारे पत्थर क्या कर रहे हैं? चलो अपने को मांगता है। आई वॉन्ट इट। डिलुक बहुत हो गया। 1 2 3। अरे वो नीचे जाते ही जा रहे हैं भाई, रोल होते ही जा रहे हैं। ओ ये भी हो गया। ये ले। रेडियम होता क्रूजर भाई और मैं हार रहे हैं। बैड लक। क्या हार रहे हो? क्रूजर भाई हार गया। अरे वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। वो 10-10 हजार की बैट कर रहा है सीधा। गुड बॉय। हारो जम के हारो। हार में ही जीत है। हार में ही जीते भाई। हारो गैम्बल ऑन भाई। ऑल में कितना काउंट करेगा? आई डोंट थिंक ऑल काउंट करेगा। अरे हाँ ये नया इवेंट कर लेते हैं। बहुत टाइम लगेगा, आई नो बहुत टाइम लगेगा। लेट्स डू दिस वन। नेविगेट।
I'll protect us.
राइट हियर। आज का आज खत्म करने का है। होगा क्या? विल इट हैपन? लेट्स सी। कितना है मेरे पास अभी? 800 या 900 प्रीमोजेम्स है। 880 था लास्ट टाइम देखा था मैंने तब। कोड सीन आ गया। अरे वो मेरा वो सर्कल उधर ही रह गया। व्हाट द हेल? हाँ देखा क्या तुम लोगों ने?
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Iridori Festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island. Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before.
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus.
Okay. Theater Mechanicus, oh bhai, I know this event.
The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested,
गलत तारीख से
Master
कर रहे
still
हो,
wanted to support them.
गलत तारीख से कर रहे हो, मतलब समझा नहीं हुआ.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
ये मास्टर तो इधर ही खड़ा है ना.
Whoa, Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What? Oh. It's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Jingcho, how old are how are you?
Please, no
Old
need to
are you?
worry.
Old are you? How
I
high are you?
was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When
Okay.
I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon.
Oh, पहले ऊपर का quest, then नीचे वाला quest. अरे ऊपर का quest कर दिया ना मैंने.
Yes, now that we've arrived,
उस दिन किया
the
था ना.
Conjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we? Huh? That's odd.
What's
There
wrong?
was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
कौन पढ़ेगा ये?
There's no doubt about
कौन
it.
पढ़ेगा ये?
It's from the same series as the
कल
story
पार्टी
we
किया?
found before.
नहीं.
Even the handwriting looks
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
exactly the same.
वो अमीर लोग करते रहे, अपन नहीं करते वो.
The story you found before?
दो रो है उसमें, ठीक से देखो. दो रो.
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the
अरे इसका मुंह देख.
column hunt competition. Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Iridori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby.
रुको देखता हूँ. दो रो है ना, देखता करो जरा रुको.
If you can
अब ये
find
cutscene
one of the
खत्म हो जाएगा.
stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Paimon, you're so terrible at making up stories.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Kelks in person?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Kelks would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus.
ब्रदर आपके पास डिमोस कितने हैं? 800 कुछ तो है. अभी
Just
देखा था
a
ना
few
अपन ने?
days later, word then came that Kelks would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Kelks and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of
50-50
Calx's
नहीं है मेरा.
beautiful illustrations.
हाँ 50-50. अरे मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. हाँ 50-50 है मेरा.
Calx is not only a skilled
मेरे को समझ में, मेरे को नहीं
artist,
पता
but
भाई
he
मेरा
also
50-50
carries
है
out
क्या
his
नहीं है.
craft with
मेरे को
great
नहीं पता.
alacrity.
क्योंकि मैं बताता
I
हूँ.
heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter.
हाँ ठीक है, अब इसका बोल के मैं बोलता हूँ. लास्ट टाइम मेरे को राइडन शोगन मिली थी क्योंकि वो गारंटीड थी, ठीक है. तो अभी क्या है मेरा 50-50 है या क्या है मेरे को नहीं पता भाई, इसलिए मैं श्योर, मतलब मेरे को आई एम नॉट श्योर.
But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite.
Okay, exquisite chest.
Oh my! I was beginning to get carried away there.
होना आएगी.
Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
आपका 50-50 है. Okay, फिर ठीक है. तुमने बताया ना अभी माँ कसम. What the blue क्या? What the blue क्या? What the blue flower left behind made Alberto at the 5 Casin Plaza. देखो क्या बोलते ना.
Let's dance.
और ये लेजेंड ये किया. इसके बाद ये करूंगा ना मैं भाई. हाँ ये हो गया ना. देखो क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हो रहा है. ठीक है. इसके बाद ये करूंगा ना भाई. क्रूजर भाई समझ रहे हैं. जल्दी बोल मेरे को तब तक मैं पानी पीता हूँ. तो 10 सेकंड डिले है. बिल्कुल भी डिले नहीं है. तो तब तक तेरे को पता चल जाएगा. तब तक मैं पानी पी लेता हूँ. ठीक है. नहीं फिर क्या बात कर रहे हैं. स्टोरी ऑफ यू करो. स्टोरी ऑफ यू. व्हाट द हेल. काय को रे. ये क्या बात हुई. Alvaro is waiting for you at the 5. ओके कर लेते हैं. इसको ऐसा आधा बीच में छोड़ गया. The quest location is currently involved. अरे let's do this one. Quest location अभी currently इस वाले quest में involved है, so I can't do it. So let us go. Shogunate. अरे मैं टेलीपोर्ट कर लेता था. चलो कोई बात नहीं. Albedo.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
अरे भाई ये इसका फैन है. मतलब ये शिंगचो इसका फैन है. लेकिन इसको पता नहीं कि ये कौन है. भाई साहब ये तो भाई बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई.
You must be FELIX. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, Forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
शिंगचो.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No. That would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
So politely. By the way मेरे को एक बात बोलनी है. इसका स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करने में मजा आएगा. माँ कसम. लिख के ले लो. ऐसा मेरे को लग
It's
रहा है.
not just you, Albedo. We haven't
Albedo.
seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
स्टोरी थम्बी समझ आएगी. स्टोरी थम्बी समझ आएगी. थम्बी ये वाला इवेंट कैसा कगा सबको. कैसा लगा सबको. स्टोरी थम्बी समझ आएगी इसलिए. ये वाला इवेंट कैसा लगा भाई साहब. इसमें बहुत ज्यादा बोलने वाली बात है. सबसे भारी इवेंट बोला ना. सबसे भारी इवेंट तो वो फोटो वाला था. नहीं क्या फोटो ने कहा तो प्रीमो ले लो बस. इट्स अ रियली आई ओपनर.
You guys,
It's a real.
it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
teasing me like that.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right.
You show everybody the piece of paper found by.
I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
हाँ यार स्टोरी तो मुझे पता है. स्टोरी थोड़ी अजीब हो जाएगी लेकिन अभी मैंने ये शुरू शुरू कर दिया तो मेरे को अभी ये करना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि लोकेशन भी वही है इसलिए।
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
और मील, अरे ये सबको मील पे क्यों बुलाता है भाई, इसका क्या सीन है?
Well, about that.
इवेंट पेज में ऊपर के 4 इवेंट देखना, काजुआ का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, नीचे का 4 तो स्किप मारना। ओके
Do you have other plans, Shinjo?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
Uyu Restaurant.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Uyu Restaurant. उसका नौकर है क्या, जैसे उसके पीछे पीछे चल रहा है?
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together.
Did we say anything?
Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Ninja was a little suspicious.
Huh? Shinjo's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself? No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Oh,
Are you saying that Shinto has already been in Inazuma for some time, and that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Shinto be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character.
oh,
I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Shinto be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
got it.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
उयू रेस्टोरेंट में चलता है जी। दूर होगा, अरे दूर है, सच में दूर है भाई साहब। मेरा नेट स्लो है आज। अरे भाई साहब कोई बात नहीं, वहाँ गए, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट।
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
ब्रदर क्या पुल करोगे? काजुआ नहीं तो शाओ का बैनर पे शाओ।
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Shinto gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Okay. Hello, अरे hello अर्षिता, welcome to the stream. हाल चाल? Stick to Albedo. Albedo.
Albedo, what should we talk about when Shincho gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Okay.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
मस्त बंदा लगता है Ask. इसको पूछो भाई.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute, did you just hear that? Not only will Shincho be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Please, talk to me if you want to order.
There has been so
तो एक और बंदे से बात करने का है. That is this one.
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I'd personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
Okay. अभी Shincho arrived. Okay, arrived shortly after.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Talk about the thoughts regarding to the journey.
Well, I've never embarked on such a long journey before. Though I was quite excited when we set off, the long days at sea quickly became most monotonous.
Okay.
Speaking of the journey, did anything noteworthy happen along the way?
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the trip with my nose in a novel.
Well, that didn't tell us much.
Talk about the book he read during the voyage. Talk about the scenery on the journey.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
No, there was something really suspicious.
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Shincho.
Talk about Shincho's own novel.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines.
Okay.
And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now. But nothing suspicious has come up.
Talk about Albedo's
Speaking of
illustration.
illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Oh,
Thank you.
I am back. Arre, man.
However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
Risks?
Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like. Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Pincho. What's what did with Arre yaar.
Huh?
Sabki baat hai.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival.
Oh,
Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well,
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
no, please. You misunderstand me.
okay.
I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if
Plenty.
this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Hanamisa.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Let's just go. Oh, 160 मीटर दूर है इधर भाग के चलते हैं और जाएंगे रे ओह राइट हियर थोड़ा सा रुको जरा नहीं तो पता चला स्टैमिना के जैसे मर गया मैं जैसे कोई पीटीवीटी दिखता है क्या any chest or something nothing okay तो जो सारा यहाँ पर खड़ी है
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Shinjo looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has something to do with his signature.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Zhenyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain. For the Iridori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors.
Okay.
Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support.
Okay.
However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Zhenyu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Okay.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Zhenyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Zhenyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Zhenyu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Zhenyu in my house these past few days. I had no... All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Okay.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yai publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shinjo and his books are okay.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Okay. Oh, Albeda is busy completing the quest of story of you. Story of you. Okay. What the hell? तभी मुझे पहले वो करना पड़ेगा. हाँ बे ये क्या बात हुई? अरे रे 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 ये तो एक के बाद एक का... रुको जरा. स्टोरी ऑफ यू मेरे को करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि मैं ये नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. So yes, let's do this one as well. अरे हेलो क्या हाल? क्राउन मिलेगा इसमें से भाई. स्पीक टू अल्बेडो. अल्बेडो किधर मिलेगा अल्बेडो? Oh, right there. That is this one. Rito. अरे अंकित भाई हेलो 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 वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. हाय हेलो फ्रेंड भाई. अल्बेडो से बात करते हैं.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are.
What's up?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up?
I can't come and see you when nothing is up. अरे भाई.
All right. As much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee.
Okay.
Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local culture here.
Okay.
However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around. Inazuma is
babysitting
not
karna hai kya?
like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work. She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own. Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon.
Oh.
Yay! Miss Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play?
Klee, are you saying you'd like to go and play?
Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me. Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid. Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much.
Thank you
Paimon
very
always
much.
thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
Okay, fine, Paimon. You are very thoughtful.
Yeah, that's more like it. Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
We'll look after Klee.
Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour
गैम्बल
of
करो अंकित
Inazuma.
भाई अरे रे रे गुफरान भाई तो खुद को भी उसको भी गड़ा रहे let's take her somewhere interesting. Let's introduce her to someone interesting.
Klee, do you want to go play with Miss Honorary Knight?
Yay! You bet I do!
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble.
Okay.
For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
What it next?
Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
Souvenir लेके आ
There
रही
are
है.
loads of cool things to do in Inazuma.
मेरे पे
Try
points
the
नहीं
local
है.
cuisine,
अरे भाई.
visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine? What's that?
अबे तो क्या सोच
food
रहा
and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. A restaurant? Yay! Snack
है?
time!
क्योंकि
Got it! Alright, snack time it is! Let's go!
पूरा.
Thank you for taking care of Klee.
Okay.
I heard lighting fires is strictly prohibited in both Rito and Inazuma during the Irodori festival. Please keep a close watch on her. Klee's already run off. You'd better catch up with her.
Okay, किधर गई वो? Walk around with Klee. वो कुछ ज़्यादा ही दूर नहीं चली गई वो? ओए किधर गई? हेलो? अरे भाई साहब तो इधर भी चली गई. 500 करो. वो इसको ये खिलाएंगे क्या? अच्छा अच्छा.
Wow, something smells so good. I think it's coming from this steaming thingy. Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty. There's so many nice things inside.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
Yellow and red things.
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
Yellow cake.
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
Don't take his mora. I'll cook. Don't take his mora.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend.
Oh,
How come you know how to make egg rolls?
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal.
piece of
Why
cake.
don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
Sure, you'll throw in some for you.
Really? Wow, Paimon is so touched. You're learning. All right, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
Okay. फेलिक्स जी क्ली क्यों नहीं डाले? क्योंकि मैंने बोला है। अरे रुको, पहले इससे बात कर लेता हूँ। गुड बाय। रुको, फायर से लेकर मैंने बोला था गिफ्ट फाइल देने को, गिफ्ट फाइल। पर तुम लोग उधर डाल रहे हो। एग रोल किधर है? एग रोल, व्हाट द हेल? एग रोल नहीं है मेरे पास। अबे एग रोल का रेसिपी क्या है? मैंने गिफ्ट फाइल डालने बोला है और तुम डाल रहे क्या हो? वीडियो फाइल। अभी वीडियो फाइल को मेरे को गिफ्ट में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ रहा है भाई साहब। गिफ्ट फाइल डालो, गिफ्ट फाइल डालो बोल रहा था, तभी तुम वीडियो वाली फाइल डाल रहे हो। किधर है वो? क्या बनाना है मेरे को? एग रोल्स। अबे एग रोल कैसे बना? मेरे पास तो है ही नहीं। अरे एग रोल की रेसिपी ही नहीं है मेरे पास। व्हाट द हेल? व्हाट? अरे की फाइल कैसे बनाते हैं मेरे को नहीं पता। कोई YouTube वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा या फिर उसको प्लीज। एग रोल का रेसिपी है तेरे पास?
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Egg roll tastes like eggs. I don't have। ये एग रोल ऐसा दिखता है, लेकिन मेरे पास तो रेसिपी ही नहीं है। गिफ्ट में कन्वर्ट किया तो 6 MB का फाइल 45 MB हो जाएगा। जा रहा है, चलेगा। उसको भी कंप्रेस कर दूंगा, तू बस कन्वर्ट करके दे दे मेरे को। और मेरे को ये बताओ, मैं एग रोल कैसे बनाऊँ भाई? ये बंदे क्या रेसिपी बेचता ही है? डू यू हैव एग रोल रेसिपी? मेन्यू दे दे मेरे को। अभी इसके पास एग रोल है, ओके ले लेता हूँ मैं। परचेस, ठीक है। अभी एग रोल कर लो, लर्न कर लो। यूज कुक एग रोल यहाँ पर है। ओके, आई कैन मेक इट। इजी है। बारबरा ले लो। मेक्स अ स्पेशल डिश नहीं चाहिए। बारबरा बेस्ट। 1 2 3 4 5। बोनस मिला मेरे को। नाइस, बस हो गया। इतना बस हो गया शायद। ले ले क्ली भाई, खा ले।
Miss Honorary Knight,
गिव। इजी है गिफ्ट बनाना।
Wow, you
तो गिफ्ट फाइल
really
डाला करो
can
उधर।
cook them. You're awesome, man.
गिफ्ट फाइल उधर डालो और ऑडियो वाला फाइल नीचे वाले सेक्शन में डालो, जो उधर बताया ना उसने, उधर डालो।
it's sweet. So yummy.
कुछ लिमिट है डिस्कॉर्ड का शायद। ओह
Yep, yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
अरे काम करो, गिफ्ट फाइल बनाओ, ठीक है। उसके बाद है ना उसको कंप्रेस कर दो। मतलब है ना, एक कंप्रेसर आता है गूगल पे, डाउनलोड करने की जरूरत नहीं, गूगल पे ही आता है। कंप्रेस करके डाउनलोड, उधर कंप्रेस करके फिर मेरे को भेजो, ठीक है? सिंपल।
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
अरे भाई,
Who is is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She runs the fireworks shop.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy too. Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya. Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her. In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so she can play with us.
Let's go for fishing. Fish blasting.
She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently.
समझे
But
बस
maybe
हो गया होता
seeing
है
you will cheer her up.
Okay, let's go play with Yoimiya.
कैसे नाच रही है तू अरे वो चली भी गई व्हाट द हेल अभी उसका पीछा करो फिर से गो टू राइट हियर यहाँ से उड़ी मार क्या पेटी है क्या मैं फिर एक साकुरा ब्लॉ में ले लो पता नहीं कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी कैरेक्टर को काम आ ही जाएगा अभी दिख रहा है तो फटक से कलेक्ट कर लो योइमिया को प्लेंज अटैक दे दे ले लो
Yoimiya, don't be sad. Oh, I know. Let me tell you something that'll cheer you up.
Cheer you up?
Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
Guy with the horns on his head? हाँ? ये क्या? ईतो की बात कर रहे हैं क्या?
Wow, Matsuzaka, nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
अरे हाँ ये ईतो की बात कर रहे हैं.
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori festival, but there are still lots of other fun things to do. I know. Thanks, you guys.
Lol, we both lost.
It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days.
अरे मिथुन, hello, welcome to the
I'm not that
stream,
upset,
bro.
really.
Yoimiya, it's
गैमलिंग
me.
मत करो, बहुत बुरी चीज़ है. क्या हो? क्या काट रहा है मेरे को बार-बार वहाँ कसम?
I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee. My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome!
अबे दोनों फायर
Everyone
कैरेक्टर
would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish
Yeah,
blasting
बच्चों वाली बात
together
चल
in
रही है.
Starfell Lake.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep. My mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person, too.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
देखो पूरा
So
monster
heartwarming watching
उड़ा
these two
सकता
chat
है.
away.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a
Dodoko.
4-leaf clover pattern
पूरा
and set it
monster.
off for you?
क्या बोला इसने? Since you like 4 clean. Brother, weekly
and
boss
after the
को मार
fireworks,
दिया
we can
यार.
go fish blasting with Dodoko.
रहता है. वीकली बॉस को तो मैंने लास्ट वीक मारा था. अभी ये वीक तो आज नया आया है ना, मारेंगे इनको.
Hold on a
अभी तो नहीं
second.
मार सकता क्योंकि मैंने कंडेंस बना लिया.
No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
No expressions allowed.
Oh, oops. I get so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Iridori Festival.
Lol, record why?
What? It's not allowed.
Gamble all.
But...
One.
Aww.
अरे भाई साहब.
Okay then. Hey, come on. You just made a new friend. This is a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly so upset?
अरे रेकर भाई बस करो, कितना जीतोगे. लोग जेलस हो जा रहे हैं. अपन 3 गुना करेगा प्रॉफिट. अरे भाई, डोंट बी सैड.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do.
Let's go check out the Iridori Festival.
Just like
Iridori
Saika
Festival.
said, there are lots of fun things to do.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go.
ये देख ये बच्चे लोगों को देखता है, नकली बच्चे लोग. और क्ली को देख भाई, इतनी छोटी है लेकिन तभी भी उसके पास विजन है. वाह. Let's go. Right here. Right here. इराडोरी फेस्टिवल में जाने का है. डोरा डोरी.
Here we are, the venue of the Iridori.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me. Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Outlander's Big Grade? Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels.
Yes.
This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Betrayal, blood and tears. अरे भाई भाई भाई. अब क्ली मिल भी जाए तो कोई फायदा नहीं. क्यों रे भाई?
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
भाई राइडिंग शोगन चल रही है इन लोगों के साथ. अच्छा इधर जाने रहा है. ओके.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. Oh, look! It's Fischl's story!
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before, Klee?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together.
Okay.
I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
Oh, limited time के लिए था. क्या बात है? Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and Yoimiya up. There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
Painting.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
Yeah, the Iridori Festival is the perfect as well. perfect occasion for story करो.
That's right! The
Ankit bhai, मेरे
Iridori
पास भी
Festival is a place for
Dodoko
putting your work
है.
on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here!
You think of it like Dodoko playing with everybody.
Bingo! What do you think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
Okay.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy.
Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
अरे रुको तो सही. हाँ ट्रैवलर भी जा रही है. क्या बात है. चलो. और क्या ये कैमरा एंगल चेंज नहीं होगा?
Those two can run so fast when they're motivated.
We better keep up. पर कुछ यूज नहीं. ओ भाई. दोनों को प्लंज अटैक.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Why?
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry.
Okay.
You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
साइड को बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ. Okay.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting. Oh, Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. So unfair. Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
Sneaky peek. Go beside the window. Which window? Okay.
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some mora. Look!
50 mora is probably not quite enough.
50 mora. अरे भाई.
Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the traveler for ideas.
गुफरान भाई 2 मंथ से हार्ड ऑफ द फार्म कर रहा. वो अभी तक फुल सेट नहीं मिला चाइल्ड के लिए. अरे रकर भाई अब तो बहुत क्या कमा लिए. मटेरियल खत्म हो गया है. सब पहले बार मेरी आईडी से वो मोरा फिनिश हुआ है. ओ नवा भाई हम भी अजय देवगन के फैन हैं. बीपी नहीं है. बाय करूँगा अभी कि अब की बार. ओ
Miss Honorary Knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble her. So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some mora.
Fish blasting, got it.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the traveler said so.
Oh, then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint, too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the iPublishing house.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people.
Oh.
Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors.
फिर से जीतेगी क्या? रुको जरा देखने में। नोवा 120,000। अरे भाई साहब, रकर भाई हार ही नहीं रहे हैं आज। रकर ने फिर से ये किया क्या? अरे भाई माँ कसम, इसके तो भाई साहब एकदम मजे दोनों के मजे।
Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
रकर के चक्कर में आदर्श कंगाल हो गए।
Okay, let's write this.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Shoot! I didn't hear the last part.
मैं अभी आगे जाऊंगा रकर भाई से। वाइल्ड लेकर।
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those 2 sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the iPublishing house.
ओ यार गुबरान भाई, यही पब्लिशिंग हाउस could be a lot। और इधर ही है। मैं बोला कि मैं टेलीपोर्ट करूंगा, लेकिन नहीं, चलो यहाँ ही है, इधर ही है, वाकई चलते हैं। ओ ये डिटेक्टिव है, क्या काम है तेरा इधर? About the commission, about pressure। अगर आपको किसी तरह
Here we are.
की कॉफी
This is
पसंद
the
है।
Yai Publishing House.
कॉफी वॉफी मेरे को नहीं, मैं कभी पीता नहीं रे भाई। मैं चाय भी सिर्फ बिस्किट का डुबाने के लिए ही पीता हूँ।
Yai Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
बिना मतलब चाय बिना बिस्किट के मैं चाय भी नहीं पीता।
Auntie? Who's that calling me auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx.
Calx.
How can I help you, little girl?
रुको जरा, मेरे को थोड़ा अच्छे से बैठने दो।
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look!
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
हर तरह की सिर्फ बिल्ली की। You explain Dodoko's।
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but
I'm
sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
Oh.
What do we do? Seems like we might have to give up on this idea.
No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it. I waited and waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival.
विश्वास नहीं हो तो गूगल कर लो। अरे भाई मैं तुमसे पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ, मेरे को नहीं पता ऐसी भी कोई कॉफी होती है करके।
That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Clee to feel the same way. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My, Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Miko, and Albedo too!
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Ai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think. Oh, I know.
वैसे ब्रदर मैं पहला बंदा हूँ जिसको सऊदी अरेबिया से घर जाने का मन नहीं कर रहा। 2017 से हूँ यहाँ। वो भाई तुम सऊदी अरेबिया में हो? अरे बोला ना ये नीचे का 4 स्टोरी को स्किप कर सकते हो, उसमें प्रीमोज नहीं है। अरे तुम स्टोरीज का प्रीमोज के लिए करते हो क्या? मजे के लिए करने का रे।
Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
तुम अभी भी सऊदी अरेबिया में ही हो क्या? बताओ जरा, उफरान भाई।
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
Wicked witch.
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Clee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Guji lady!
Guji lady.
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
उफरान भाई जो कर रहे हो क्या जॉब कर रहे हो क्या? कल गए अंकित भाई, बिल्ली की टट्टी वाली कॉफ़ी मेरे को पता नहीं है, मैं ओनली आइस कॉफ़ी पीता हूँ। ओह, तो बस मज़े के लिए है, थोड़ा ली योइमिया के साथ मस्ती। ओके ओके। गुफरान भाई जॉब करते हो क्या? अरे स्किप मतलब स्पीड रन, जल्दी जल्दी पर। ये ब्रदर अभी आने का कोई इरादा नहीं है, घर वालों ने शादी पक्की कर ली उधर। अरे रे भाई।
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Clee.
Okay.
Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you.
Investment.
All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yai Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Clee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
Okay.
No worries.
You should spend some time with Clee too, Alberto.
Yes, you're right. Clee is family, after all.
He is family after all. The location is currently involved. अरे भाई बार बार ऐसे ही हो रहा है. वो वाले लोकेशन में ये इन्वॉल्व है, ये वाले लोकेशन में वो इन्वॉल्व है. अभी मेरे को इधर से कंटिन्यू करना पड़ेगा इस तरह. अरे देवा. मुझे भी नहीं पता था. एक बार टीवी पे शो देख रहा था. ओ माय गॉड, ये मेरे इंडिया हिस्ट्री टीवी 18 पे. अरे वो OMG, ये मेरा इंडिया. मैंने सुना है उसके बारे में. पहले देखता था मैं जब भी नया नया था, बस उसके बाद मैंने कभी देखा नहीं.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
ओनोढारा सबको समझाएगा.
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Tough situation, घर पे.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Genyu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
यहाँ का एक सऊदी ने अपना अपने अपने रखा है. व्हाट? ने रखा है. कोई काम बस सैलरी देता है वो. अच्छा है. घर अगर सेटल हो तो बहुत बढ़िया है भाई. हाँ, सेटल हो तो बहुत बढ़िया भाई. आदर्श को भी बुलाना उधर, मेरे को भी बुला.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
मेरे को तो ऐसा लगता है मैं मेरे घर पे हूँ. Okay.
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Genyu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
चलो बढ़िया है फिर.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Genyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Calligraphy क्या होता है बे? किसी की autography?
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
अभी एक तारीख सेट कर रहा हूँ. अगर सेट हो गई तो यही रह जाऊंगा शादी के लिए.
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shincho yet.
हाँ, शिंचो को बताओ अभी.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
मैं भी सीख रहा हूँ. Okay, got it.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all.
Oh, वेंटी का भी पोस्टर है यहाँ पे, देखो जरा.
Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
That's a possibility.
Oh, hello? Mr. Story Writer? Are you here? Could you please help Shincho with something? He's a friend of ours and the release of his new book is super important to him. Oh, what's that sound? It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily. It's getting late now. But let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Oh भाई ये वाला. Quest completed. Join alley. ये वाला मैंने पूरा किया ना. हाँ ये पूरा किया. काम करता पहले सब कुछ अनलॉक करने के बाद है ना मैं ये जो है ना ये थिएटर मैकेनिकल्स करूँगा. मतलब ये छोटे छोटे इवेंट्स करूँगा. पहले सब कुछ अनलॉक कर लूँगा. ठीक है. ये वेंटी का है मस्त फोटो और ये इसका फोटो है. यहाँ पे 1 2 फिर 3 और बचा हुआ है. लेट्स डू इट. आयातो का आदमी है. ब्रदर मैं हार क्यों रहा हूँ बार बार. क्योंकि गैम्बलिंग करना इज वेरी बैड थिंग. इसलिए तुम हार रहे हो. वेट अंटिल द फॉलोइंग डे. एक काम करते हैं. देखो अब ये हो गया ना. ये हो गया ठीक है. ये करते हैं स्पीड रन कर लेते हैं बिकॉज पता नहीं क्यों स्पीड रन कर लेते हैं. सब लोग बोल रहे हैं तो स्पीड रन कर लेते हैं. इसका भी स्पीड रन कर लेते. नीचे वाला जो भी है सब स्पीड रन करेंगे और ऊपर वाला एक्चुअली देखेंगे. ठीक है. तो लेट्स डू इट. Wait for the painting to finish. 14. बोला ना बहुत गलत बात है भाई. गैम्बलिंग करना इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग. Go to the Iradori festival site. Speedrun.
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Dodoko's story.
Okay.
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting. It's the story of Dodoko and me. And me. And you guys.
You put me in the story? Oh, बारह कितना मस्त स्टोरी. एपिक शिट यार. बहुत अच्छा स्टोरी है रे. एक नंबर. अरे वाह 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 वाह. अरे बहुत सही.
Hyman's in the story too.
Of course we include this story is
Lady Yai wanted me to.
Ito
We
wala
won't charge you.
must-
Oh, are you sure?
What karna?
Actually, the
Speedrun.
so.
Klee's mother at Lady Yai had.
स्टोरी तो अच्छी है सारी.
Yep.
कोई बात मत करना. चलो ये हो गया जी. ईतो वाला कौन सा है मेरे को बताओ.
Safety at all times.
You're telling me speed run करो. Secondly, you're telling me ईतो वाला कौन सा है. Arataki numero ito here in the flesh. देखो ऊपर वाले मैं नहीं करूंगा स्किप. नीचे वाले मैं करूंगा स्किप. ये ईतो वाला है. Tell me something I don't know.
All the world holds dear.
All the world holds dear. Bankrupt. तानू की फोटो. तानू की कहता है. अबे क्या बोलता हूँ मैं?
Festival's always a trouble.
हैं? क्या बात कर रहे हो? तानों की ये अभी यही तो है अभी। चलो कर लेते हैं, ये तो वाला देख लेते हैं। जो स्पीड रन करना था वो बोल रहे हो मत करो करके। ठीक है रुको, एक सेकंड रुको, मेरा पिलो है ना जो मैं बैक सपोर्ट के लिए रखता हूँ वो टेढ़ा हो गया। एक सेकंड रुक जाओ, मेरे को उसको थोड़ा सीधा करने दो। माँ कसम, अपन को है ना बैक प्रॉब्लम है, इसलिए अपन को पिलो लगता है। ठीक है, तो है ना वो पूरा टेढ़ा हो गया, इसलिए मेरे को उसको सीधा करने का, क्योंकि उसके बिना अपन नहीं बैठ सकता। रे बाबा, सॉरी फॉर वॉचिंग, इफ यू आर वॉचिंग दिस, अगर तुम्हें बहुत बुरा लग रहा है तो आई एम रियली सॉरी। लेकिन हाँ, मस्त एकदम इसको। अरे देवा, फिर हार गया भाई। कौन हार गया? चाहे को गैम्बलर द्वारे 10,000 हारा थे सीधा। हाँ
Ah, are you the traveler who my superior said would come and help us out?
No.
You came at the perfect time.
Why?
We're facing a small problem here.
Small problem, okay.
As you know, the Iridori Festival is underway. In addition to all the things on sale, there's a lot of free entertainment programs available.
Okay. ब्रदर मेरी चैट करो ऊपर पढ़ लिया ना मैंने कि तुम हार गए करके, फिर हार गया। मैं पढ़ा ना फिर हार गया करके।
But today,
उसके
we
ऊपर भी
received
कुछ है क्या?
numerous complaints that a group of people have been hogging the Tanuki photo
ब्रदर
board.
घर वालों ने शादी की पूरी तैयारी कर ली है, मेरे को जाने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, क्या करूं? घर वालों को बोल दो कि मैंने इधर आइटम पटा लिया करके।
They won't leave so no one else gets to use it.
हाँ कसम, दिल से मेरे पास यही एक ऑप्शन है, यही बोल दो। मेरे को एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है ये सब चीज का।
What a headache.
स्ट्रीमलैब्स को खरीद लिया है क्या? किसी ने सबको हरा रहा है। अरे तुम इतना जीत रहे हो तो थोड़ा तो हारना पड़ेगा ना। बताओ, मेरे को एक गर्लफ्रेंड है मस्त एकदम, इधर ही मैंने सऊदी में पटा, बहुत अमीर है, बहुत, और दिल से भी एकदम अच्छी है। फिर तुमको बोलेगी उसी से शादी कर लो फिर, और हम लोग 1 साल से डेट कर रहे हैं। Can't you drive them?
Well, we tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment facilities was to let people freely enjoy the festival. So in principle, it's open to everyone. And there's no time limit on usage.
उनको बोलो कि ना मुझे थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए, मुझे कोई लव मैरिज करने का, ऐसा बोलो। फिर वो तुमको टाइम दे देंगे। इंडिया में बुला रहे हैं, एक यहाँ जाने नहीं दे रहे हैं। ओ, फिर आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड आपके साथ फिश ब्लास्टिंग करेगी। फिश ब्लास्टिंग क्या होता है रे, मेरे को बता जरा तो।
This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, even if they keep hogging it.
अरे हाँ, SG। अरे गुफरन भाई, तुम्हारे गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम तो जी से एस से आता है ना, तो तुम शादी किससे कर रहे हो? हाँ, किससे शादी कर रहे हो मेरे को बता जरा।
There is nothing we can do.
ये हवा में मच्छी कैसे उड़ रही है? अच्छा, वो तो सिर्फ वो है क्या?
So, can you try negotiating with them for us?
Of course.
If these complaints can't be resolved and Madame Cujo finds out, I'll lose my bonus this month for sure.
Okay.
Hogging a photo board, huh? We know who would do something like that. Should we go and have a look?
Thank you so much. You'll find them by the Tanuki photo board just east of the square.
तुमको एक चीज दिखाओ क्या? मैं देखो मेरे स्पेक्स को देखो क्या? देखा क्या? देखा? अभी मैं अगर मतलब अगर हंसने को आया था मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, लेकिन तभी भी अगर हंसने को क्यों आ रहा है? देखो ये हिलता है, देखो। वेरी टैलेंटेड, टैलेंट बहुत है रे मेरे में। मेरे को है ना अपना चेस्ट हिलाने को, चेस्ट भी हिलाने को आता है, जैसे वो अपना तुमने वो पिक्चर देखा है सोनू सूद हिलाता है ना, सोनू सूद हिलाता है ना, वो
I knew it was gonna be them.
कीतू से बात करने का।
Let's go and see what all this is about.
ईतो की गैंग पहली बार एक्चुअली मैं ईतो से बात कर रहा हूँ और ईतो से मिल रहा हूँ। तो ईतो भाई तुम्हारा स्वागत है फेलिक्स के स्टोरी लाइन में। हमारे स्टोरी लाइन में ईतो आ चुका है।
Hey, traveler, Paimon, what's happening?
नहीं किया ईतो का स्टोरी कुछ नहीं किया, ये पहली बार ईतो को मैं यहाँ पे मिल रहा हूँ।
Oh, you came here for the Iridori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
Great mind thing with that, okay. Arasaki numero Ito here in the flesh. तो इसको मेरे को पूरा पढ़ना है, even though what I don't know. Make way, people. Arasaki Ito, head of Hanamikazaka. Hanamizakas Arasaki gang rolling right up. Behold these awesome horns, the SUAVE smile and the rich velvety voice. That's the leader of the Arataki gang for you. Whether it's spinning top, kingdom, what the fuck, bug fighting or cards, all the kids game. Well, either way, Arataki Ito knows all. Yep, he knows it all. How's that? Cool, huh? So, wanna join the crew? Of course. 25 out of 25.
You're such a child. We're here to take care of a little problem.
Little. We are here to kill. I can speak this line in a Russian accent. Russian accent में ये बोल सकता हूँ. So let me try. यार हंसने को क्यों आ रहा है? We are here to take care of a little problem. How does that sound? कैसा लगा? एक और बार बोलूं? We are here to take care of a little problem. We are here to take care of a little problem. कैसा लगा? अच्छा लगा ना? थैंक यू वेरी मच। इसी बात पर लाइक करो। चलो 7.5 लाइक होने चाहिए, माँ कसम। भाई फेलिक्स भाई, आपकी पीढ़ी कब आएगी? क्या बोल रहे हो? मतलब समझा नहीं मैं। मेरे में नहीं है रे भाई। देखो भाई कैसे पता है रकर भाई, जो बंदा है ना घर पे रहता है ना, उसकी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं होती भाई। और मैं दिन भर घर पे ही रहता हूँ, सोने का, खाने का, सोने का, खाने का, गेम खेलने का, सोने का, खाने का, गेम ईट स्लीप फूड रिपीट। जानवर लोग कैसे खाते और सोते, वो मैं जानवर हूँ। समझा? हाँ।
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Arataki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need.
Oh, what do you think? Who do you think?
Huh?
बहुत जीत लिया रेकर भाई। हार गए क्या रेकर भाई? और भाई सच में हार गए वो। हाँ भाई, ईतो लेने वाले हो आयाका के बाद बैड रीरन है ईतो का। आयातो के बाद वो बोल रहे हैं, आयातो के बाद रीरन है ईतो का। ओके 2.7 शायद डिले होने वाला है, तो थर्ड बैनर आएगा शायद। अरे मेरे को गुफरान भाई तुम ये बताओ कि तुम किससे शादी कर रहे हो? मैं आई एम वेरी इंटरेस्टेड टू नो कि जिससे तुम शादी कर रहे हो वो तुम्हारी गर्लफ्रेंड है या फिर घर वाले कोई और चिपका रहे, और घर वाले कोई और का। लेट मी इलैबोरेट। तुम जिस भी बंदी से शादी कर रहे हो वो तुम्हारी बंदी है या घर वाले कोई और प्रोडक्ट चिपका रहे तुमको? बताओ मेरे को जरा बताओ, दूसरा प्रोडक्ट है क्या?
The Arataki gang is the problem.
The Arataki gang is the Arataki gang is very very good. गुफरान भाई, कभी कभी हारना भी पड़ता है वरना जिंदगी ही चीटिंग लगेगी। और ग्रेट वर्ड्स सेड बाय रकर भाई। अरे इसको लिख के ले लो भाई, इसको कोई कोर्ट में डाल दो। कभी कभी हारना भी पड़ता है, नहीं तो जीतने पे ऐसा लगता है कि चीटिंग कर रहे करके। वाह 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 वाह, वेरी गुड।
The Tenryou Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
अच्छा जी।
Oh, well, no, we haven't.
ब्रदर गर्लफ्रेंड से ही पक्की की है। अरे तो क्या, और उल्टा तू, ये तो भाई सिक्सर है भाई, तू जाके आप भी क्या भी शादी कर, तू इतना फिर ये क्यों कर रहा है? जा बिंदास शादी कर ले मस्त। शादी में है ना एक डिलीशियस चीज होती है, ठीक है, मतलब सबके शादी में होती है वो। हाँ, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फैंसी चीजें, नहीं नहीं, गुलाब जामुन मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है रे भाई, मेरे को बहुत पसंद है। आई लाइक इट वेरी मच। मतलब वो गरम गरम होते हैं ना, तो ऐसे एक चम्मच ऐसा मारोगे ना, इजीली टूट जाता। हाँ, they have researched quite they've researched quite a few compliments.
It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the Iridori Festival.
Okay.
As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale.
थैंक्स बोल रहे हैं, अरे भाई तो शादी करके ले आना। अरे गुलाब जामुन खाने के लिए शादी करने की क्या जरूरत है? हम जाके अभी भी गरम गरम गुलाब जामुन लेके आ सकते, कोई भी हलवाई के पास से, हलवाई के पास से। क्या यार गुफरान भाई, तुमने गुलाब जामुन की याद दिला दी यार। चलो अभी मेरे को पेटीएम करो, मेरे को खाने का।
Our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish some material introducing the Arataki gang and help craft a glorious public image.
स्विगी कर लो रे रे। आई एम वेरी लोअर मिडिल क्लास से भी लोअर हूँ मैं, बट आई डोंट शो इट, आई डोंट।
He also said we can make some money out of it to support ourselves.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
That was the main reason, obviously.
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, boss planned to write 60 pages.
Ooh.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1 line.
Grand total of 1 line. Arre bhai.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
Procrastinator.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
आपको नहीं बोल रहा, फेलिक्स गुफरान भाई को बोल रहा था कि शादी कर लो, गर्लफ्रेंड को सऊदी ले आना। अरे गर्लफ्रेंड को सऊदी ले आने के लिए गर्लफ्रेंड के पास ये होना चाहिए ना भाई, वीजा होना चाहिए ना, समझ रहे हो? ये सब जाने नहीं दे रहे हैं ना इंडिया। मुझे जब जाने को बोलता हूँ रेन लगते हैं ये सब, फिर मैं कैंसिल कर देता हूँ जाना। ओ भाई अभी आप बताओ मैं क्या करूँ? तुम काम करो, तुम उनको बोलो कि मेरे को तो भाई शादी करनी, तुम लोग मेरे को जाने नहीं दे रहे हो, तो है ना मैं क्या करता हूँ, लड़की वालों को बुला लेता हूँ, सब वेन्यू इधर ही रख रहा हूँ, तुम भरो उसका पैसा। उनको बोल, जो सऊदी अरेबिया वाले ना, उनको बोलो कि मैं शादी सऊदी में ही करूँगा, पैसा तुम भरना करके। चलेगा? फिर तुम्हें तो भाई लड़की को सऊदी मतलब सऊदी बुलाने की जरूरत भी नहीं है। देखो क्या करो पता है, लड़की के फैमिली को और तुम्हारी फैमिली को सऊदी बुलाओ, उधर ही शादी कर लो, मस्त हो। उधर के लोग के अंदर ही मस्त, छोटे लोग मतलब क्या कम लोग, उनकी फैमिली, लड़की की फैमिली, तुम्हारी फैमिली, और वो जो तुम जिसके साथ रहते हो उन लोग, इन सब लोग मिलके मस्त गेट टुगेदर करके शादी कर लो। आहा, बेस्ट बेस्ट। रोने लगते हैं ये सब। अरे भाई ऐसा बोल रहे हो? ओके।
But the day after that, The boss got a hold of this card game called Genius Invocation TCG. Everyone loved it!
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it, half a month had gone by. I'm telling you, this game, it's pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible.
I was just gathering inspiration for my writing. What?
Sure you were. Inspiration that has absolutely nothing to do with what you were writing about.
So, then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead. That way, we'd only need to think of a slogan.
That makes more sense. It shouldn't take too long to think of a slogan, right?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30 slogans between us in just half a day.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to use. It took us a week to make the final decision.
भाई एक वीक तो बोल अकेले जा रहा हूँ पर आपके लिए बहू लेके आऊँगा.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing, because there was so little time left.
भाई एक सऊदी में मेरे को बताओ ना कि ये कैसे बोलेंगे कुछ भी एक लाइन अच्छा वाला हेलो 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 को सऊदी में क्या कैसे बोलेंगे
And we couldn't afford it.
यहाँ एक लड़की है अरे रे तुम्हारा तो भाई डबल ट्रबल है इरफान भाई तुम्हारा तो डबल ट्रबल है क्या ही बोलूं अब मैं अब मेरे को तो भाई शब्द नहीं है बोलने के लिए
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems.
गर्लफ्रेंड है ऊपर से वो कोडो नाम की क्या नाम है उसका खोल दो नहीं रे खोलो गर्लफ्रेंड भी है और खोलोद नाम की लड़की पीछे भी पड़ी है डैन बिल्जेरियन बन जाओ तुम तो माँ कसम मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ भाई अगर मेरे बहुत ज्यादा फेमस हो गया ना माँ कसम मैं डैन बिल्जेरियन बन जाऊंगा शादी वादी नहीं करने का सीधा खचैक खत्म समझ रहे हो ना नहीं समझ रहे तो डैन बिल्जेरियन सर्च कर लेना समझ जाओगे ओ हेलो हेलो को अला या मरहबा ओ बोलते हैं मरहबा यल्ला हबीबी ना यल्ला हबीबी.
The Arataki gang only puts out the very best into the world, and that is why I decided to give up on that project.
Kachak. Whatever makes you happy.
That, yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you happy. Same goes for humans and Oni alike.
Kachak. What is Kachak? You know Dan Bilzerian? He is my second inspiration. Obviously first कौन है तुमको पता होगा. तुमको नहीं पता तो यार. First मेरे को एक बार है ना मेरा first ये कौन है क्या? Inspiration. मेरा first inspiration कौन है? एक बार चैट में टाइप करो मेरे को देखना है कि तुमको पता है कि नहीं.
It's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right? So priority number 1 right now is enjoying ourselves to the max.
Max. Pa.
And the way you chose to enjoy yourselves was to commandeer a novelty photo board?
So, at first, Boss brought us here to buy some drinks. He said there was some sort of Iridori Festival limited edition soft drink available.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of Sailing Breeze and Yai Publishing House, as featured in the popular novel Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
किसी को भी नहीं पता कि मेरा first inspiration कौन है यार. It is sad.
What?
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in because of our unusual outfits. They said we had to show up looking like our normal selves before they'd let us in.
अंकित भाई इज्जत, अंकित भाई को इज्जत है, दिल से इज्जत है.
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked, and then they accused us of spoiling the image of the city.
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to Sailing Breeze's booth, all the drinks were sold out.
बोला तो.
We were pretty disappointed, but there was nothing we could do. Then we saw this photo board on the way back. Boss said we can't let the trip go to waste, so...
So you decided to take over the whole area for your own use?
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
हल्के क्या? हलाके. Won. Oh भाई गुफरान भाई जीत गए. अंकित भाई आपके तो मजे हैं, मजे. अंकित भाई के क्या मजे हैं? अंकित भाई ने तो गैम्बलिंग भी नहीं किया, उसके मजे क्या है?
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the most out of this thing.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste. That's our policy in the Arataki gang, and we're out here making sure this photo board gets the most out of its lifespan too.
Oh, brother, what a noble cause.
We could also go buy some books.
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We only had enough left for one of those drinks.
One of those drinks. मेरी वाली तो 3 साल पहले ही मर गई. अरे भाई लिटरली 4 महीने भी नहीं हुए और शाओ रीरन शादी तो बाद में होगा, उससे तो मन भर गया है. अंकित भाई गैम्बल करो. अबे वो बोल रहा है मर गई और तुम गैम्बल करने की बात कर. एक लड़का का लफड़ा हो गया. एक लड़का का लफड़ा हो गया. लड़का का चक्कर में क्या पढ़ के बर्बाद. लड़की पहले लड़की बोलता है, एक लड़का बोलता है, फिर अभी लड़की के चक्कर में बर्बाद. लड़की का चक्कर बाबू भैया, लड़की का चक्कर. अंकित भाई के यार हार गए क्या? के हार गया. आई डोंट केयर कौन हारा कौन जीता, कौन हारा कौन. अरे गाना क्यों बोल रहा हूँ मैं?
We don't have anywhere near enough to buy books.
जीता कौन, हारा कौन, गेम चला रहा कौन.
Well, you can't just take over this photo board for yourselves because it's free and you don't have any money. Other people have the right to use it too.
Exactly.
I guess when you put it like that, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
So come on, let someone else have their turn already.
But you know full well that the Arataki gang has a reputation to uphold.
Reputation.
If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words.
मजे क्यों है? हाँ बोला तो 4 महीने में रीरन हो रहा है. बोला ना आदर्श, बोलना आदर्श. क्या इससे अच्छा आपका स्ट्रीम में गैम्बल कर लेता. अरे नो भाई, इट्स नॉट टू लेट. अभी भी तुम गैम्बल कर सकते हो. वैसे बहुत लोग जीत रहे हैं बाय द वे, तुमको नहीं पता तो. रकर जीत रहे, आदर्श भाई भी जीत गए. अभी मैं देखा, आदर्श भाई नहीं सॉरी गुफरान भाई भी जीत गए. ब्रदर आपने बताया नहीं मुझे क्या करना चाहिए. ब्रदर मेरे को कोई एक्सपीरियंस है. तुम ऐसे बंदे को पूछ रहे हो जिसने कभी कोई रिलेशनशिप में था ही नहीं, और तुम ऐसे बंदे से एडवाइस कैसे ले सकते हो कि भाई जो रिलेशनशिप में है नहीं वो तुमको कैसे एडवाइस दे देगा? हाउ मैं एडवाइस नहीं दे सकता क्योंकि भाई आई एम नॉट इन एनी रिलेशनशिप. आपको शाव चाहिए था ना उस दिन से. हाँ उसको बोल रहा मैं इंडिया आके शादी कर लूंगा तो फिर ये सब वापस नहीं बुलाएंगे. ओह फिर तो तुम्हें इंडिया में ही रहना पड़ेगा. अच्छा प्रीमोस ब्रोक. सोचो फिर तुम सोचो.
If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. A gang's gotta have integrity, or it does huge damage to your prestige.
prestige.
That being said, we won't have to worry about any of that if we can settle this the Arataki way.
फिर भी 2 महीने में है आने में, सेव करके देखो। मैंने वर्ल्ड का सारा क्वेस्ट खत्म कर दिया आज, और बस 10 फेट्स कलेक्ट हुए हैं, 50-50। तो बैन रहे बेस्ट है। शब्द बैन कर रहे हैं क्या? व्हाट? अंकित भाई क्या जान है आपको, जानना है आपको? आप तो 20 जीत गए, तो अब 50-50 ही है।
Hyman has a bad feeling about this.
Feeling bad.
So I, Arataki numero uno Ito, challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel.
इसके आंखें तो देख कितनी ज्यादा बड़ी हो गई।
If you win, I will leave this board alone.
But you mean a battle? Beetle fight?
Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea! Just so happens I caught myself a true beast of an Onikabuto the other day. I call it Demon of Darkness.
Demon of Darkness, okay. Yep, मैं सोच रहा हूँ 2026 में आना इंडिया, पूरा लूट के इनको। ओ भाई, फेलिक्स भाई के भी मज़े हैं। बाजुआ का डायरेक्ट बाद शाव, अगर वो नहीं मिला तो शाव गारंटीड रहेगा एटलीस्ट। अच्छा, आप आदर्श से लक मांग रहे हो? PKR माय टीम। शाव के लिए वेल बनना पड़ेगा। नहीं रे, अपन तो भाई मौली।
Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
So what?
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah, wow, this is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the festival too. Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma!
Hi, team
Toma!
change.
Over here!
तो क्या? चेंज तो खराब बात है। मैं आरसीबी को सपोर्ट। अरे यार ये
Hey, Traveler and Paimon.
आदर्श भाई ने अपना लक मेरे को दे दिया। ओ भाई।
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go!
Let's
The
go.
arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person.
What a nice surprise meeting you guys here.
What brings you here, my friend?
Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo board. Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival, I felt I simply had to come and meet them in person. Red horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Arataki Ito, leader of the widely renowned Arataki gang. Is that right?
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flattered, Ito. And it's nice to meet you too, bro.
Bro?
Whoa. There's a serious bromance developing here.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here. Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here, so is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and, we're trying to think of what format it should take.
Oh, a duel. In that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place at the Iridori Festival, why don't you have a volunteering competition? Then you can both do your part for the Iridori Festival while
बताओ
settling
सब
your
लोग।
duel at the same time. What do you think?
अच्छा बताओ बस। स्टरिंग फैन बनो 50 प्रीमोस के लिए वो एक क्वेस्ट है मेरा वर्ल्ड में। ओह
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. Not quite hardcore enough for the Arataki gang. I give this idea an interest rating of 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100.
Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's for sure. It just takes a little patience and responsibility. Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze, as a small token of appreciation. On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Arataki gang. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yae Publishing House and Sailing Breeze. It's really nothing special.
Boss, that's the one! If we take this gig, we'll get that drink!
Oh, so, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't explain properly. When I said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2. If there's one thing the Arataki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility. It's an awesome idea, totally hardcore. Practically tailor-made just for me. Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh? It'll be amazing. Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
There's actually no need for the duel after all.
Hey, this is the mighty Arataki, above all bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here. I'm a say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
इसका स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करने में माँ कसम बहुत मजा आएगा.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge. The volunteer work is simple. You just need to give your help to people who need it during the festival. I will assign some job requests that I've already received to you. If you're ready, we can begin.
Okay, our first job is to help a busy vendor. His stand is just nearby.
तो क्या करने का क्या है? हेलो. तो भाई आराटाकी तो फुल एकदम. Hey, member of the Arataki gang. What the hell? Hey, right. वो इसकी तो पॉइंट बढ़ रहे हैं, मेरे को भी नहीं बढ़ रहे.
Are you the volunteer? As you can see, I've just been so. Can you help me clean up?
Okay, clean up ये ले लो. अबे क्लीन हो जाए इसकी माँ क्या.
Illusion shattered.
Let the show begin.
अबे यार इसकी माँ क्या करूँ जा.
Just what will we come across this?
ओके आराटाकी तू नहीं जीतेगा, मैं जीतूंगा. रुको मार दो. क्या किससे बात करने का है? और कौन है? और कौन है? और कौन है? Oh, right here. हो गया भाई.
You're finished already? You're wonderful people.
Let's see. Our next job is to help a
70% होगा.
visitor.
ये विजिटर है क्या?
Hey, miss! Hey, Kajira! I'm not playing. I heard they were, but, can you help me?
So...
will be mine.
Find.
Flood of frost.
ये जीत गया यार.
The volunteer work is simple. I will assign some...
So lively.
Great! Thanks, miss.
Okay, one last job.
Head
We
to the
need to
port.
help move some goods at the port. Son. 이들어오셔.
Itrusha. स्टॉइल में चल रहे, स्टॉइल में चलने का।
Are you the festival? Well, great. But I have to get all this. Can you please help me take?
Take the goods to the warehouse. Goods already है मेरे पास, उस warehouse में लेके जाना है बस। अबे नीचे उतर। इधर जाने का इधर।
You must be tired. I heard the yacht soy milk is actually, in fact, the...
What? Ito won't be able to hurry.
Go back to sailing breeze, okay? तो already पहुंच गया होगा।
What took you so long? I've been here ages. Completed my tasks a long time ago.
Okay.
So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, no one volunteers harder than Arataki Ito. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special edition spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yae Publishing House, and as featured in the popular work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji? Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of Champions, it's time to come home.
Wait, there's a bean.
Woo! That's the good stuff! That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe it was past its prime.
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink.
Huh?
The boss is down! The boss is down!
इसको क्या beans पसंद नहीं है क्या? वो beans allergic हो भाई।
Quick, get him to a doctor!
What's wrong? Can't Arataki Ito drink soy products?
He's allergic to beans!
Oh, my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Ito and follow me. I'll get a doctor. I sure hope it's not too serious. I'm sorry, I didn't even consider this possibility. It was all my fault. Leave Ito to me. I'll make sure he stands again. Don't worry, I'll see you later.
So, your friend is allergic to beans. It's a very rare condition, though I have heard about it. I'm so sorry that our drink caused such a problem. I feel terrible. If you don't mind, please, take this. This is a special drink formula with no soy milk. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different without the soy milk, I'm sure this version will be more suitable for your friend. Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies.
अगर रेक्टर से छोटा हो। पांच बंदे देख रहे हैं स्ट्रीम, इनमें से कितने की शादी नहीं हुई? अरे भाई, शादी 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 बच्चे की लोगे जान क्या? What the hell? किसी की नहीं हुई। बारबरा।
We can do this.
Shogunate ये ठीक है। इरफान भाई अभी पढ़ाई चल रही है मेरी। वो भाई मेरे को क्या उधर से ड्रिंक लेना था क्या? या कम्प्लीटली लॉस्ट इट। यहाँ पे चलो। ओके आई कंप्लीटेड दिस वन। अभी ये करते हैं जो यहाँ पर है। स्किप करके इसको। आई जी इधर सब छोटे मैं ही हूँ, सबसे छोटा मैं ही हूँ। बहुत ही है। भाई इधर तो दो पफर फिश है, लेकिन मेरे पास ऑलरेडी फिशिंग वर्क करके रखे है अपन ने, तो आई वोंट डूइंग दैट, आई वोंट बी डूइंग दैट। काजुआ को तो अपन स्किप नहीं कर रहे हैं, अपन को इसके his words as devotion. I don't know what I said, but yes.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
Greetings. काजुआ अरे यार सबका काजुआ, फिर वो अगला नाम क्या है अभी था अल्बेदो। ये इन दोनों का आवाज इतना अच्छा क्यों है यार? जोंगली का आवाज तो बेस्ट है, आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग, लेकिन ये दोनों का आवाज भी एकदम उमेश्वरी। नाइस। ओ रिकॉर्ड 99 का है, क्या बात कर रहे हैं? अपन भी तो 99 का ही छे। हाँ मम्मी कसम।
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
Okay.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something.
No one.
What happened?
No one. 17 अरे रे 2002. Okay. यार मीको का वॉइस बेस्ट है। अरे मैं 1994 का हूँ। ओ भाई कोई बात नहीं, चलता है जी। Nobody is here to judge anybody. नोवा तो नाबालिग है।
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me. I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared. I only heard a splash come from below the pier. Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Huh. How did you know? Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Kazuha, can you show us that piece of paper?
Sure. Here it is. Please, have a look.
Please have a look. आहा, एक नंबर रे बाबा। अरे ऐसा मत बोलो, ये मत बोलो। नोवा दिल पे मत लेना, मजाक कर रहे नोवा भाई। लॉल अंकिल भाई। Let's continue. Long story short, let us try to read this in a Russian accent, because if I do this, then ये चला जाएगा. Okay. Then I will do this.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him. The story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled.
निब्बी नहीं मिला तो मैं निब्बा कैसे?
Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Well, the other stories weren't much better either.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
The seal mentioned in the story.
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right? In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Wow, that's an idea! Quick, let's go tell Albedo!
ब्रदर डीसी पे कभी पीछे पिक सेंड कर सकते हैं क्या? डिस्कॉर्ड पे कभी पिक सेंड कर सकते हैं क्या? अरे भाई बात करते करते मैं पानी में गिर गया। अरे ये क्या बात है? अबे यार ये अरे ओ भाई ये हेलो D-Luke is having his time of his life. घपा घप क्या करता है? स्क्रीनशॉट बनता है फिर epic. I think I'm stuck right now. देखो तुम लोग ने निब्बा बोल दिया, अब मेरा लक भी चला गया। ओ भाई मिलेंगे भाई, पुशअप कर रहे हैं, मिलेंगे भाई, हर एक का दिन आएगा। अजीब है भाई, अजीब है। क्या ग्लिच हुआ था ना, पानी में क्या गिर गया मैं। भाई दो भाई तुम बोल रहे थे, हाँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे डालो ना। डीलू को गर्लफ्रेंड चाहिए लगता है। डिस्कॉर्ड पे डालो, कोई भी पिक रहेगा तो इधर भेजो अपना, जनरल चैट में भेजो। अलबेदो से बात करो बाबा।
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho!
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution.
D-Luke से और रहा नहीं जा रहा, ये रहा नहीं जा रहा।
Stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. However...
Is there any other problem?
Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Uyu restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
Uyu restaurant कहाँ पर है भाई? Right here. डी लोग पूरा आराम से लड़कियां काटते हुए जा रहे हैं। कॉर्नर ऑफ क्या एशिया बाथरूम बाथ हाउस, व्हाट द हेल। ए हट जा, अरे हट जा। चलो गवर्नमेंट, ये क्या गवर्नमेंट क्या होता है बे? आराम आराम से। हाँ ब्रदर, सऊदी में लड़कियों के नाम बहुत अजीब होते हैं। अरे सऊदी की बात करते हो भाई, इधर इंडिया में ही मैं लोगों को लगता है कि मेरा नाम फेलिक्स नहीं है करके। वो लोग लगता है मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ या कुछ। बेटा फिलिक्स तुम्हारा रियल नेम है? हो ही नहीं सकता, ऐसा उन लोगों को लगता है। इतने सारे बुक्स रखे हुए एक जगह पे, इनका टाइटल देखो जरा।
Yes, that's it, Genyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore. I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
सऊदी में अभी भी यूज होता है, अभी भी। फिनिक्स नेम में भी पहली बार सुना है। फेलिक्स नाम है, फेलिक्स, FELIX, फेलिक्स। हबीबी कम टू दुबई। यस, बहुत ज्यादा। नवा भाई हबीबी, वेलकम टू माय स्ट्रीम।
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shicho's already zombified.
You say Felix cannot. Serious. You say Felix cannot make you laugh? कर क्यों नहीं पा रहा होगा? I cannot do acting. लेकिन या यू से फिलिक्स cannot, अरे वो एक्सेंट भी थोड़ा सा आना चाहिए ना, तो मैं एक्सेंट के ऊपर फोकस कर रहा हूँ। यू से फिलिक्स cannot make you laugh. हबीबी, वेलकम टू माय स्ट्रीम। और मैं खुद ही हंस रहा हूँ।
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma.
Dilemma?
In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier.
मिल गया क्लिप। अच्छे से करूँ क्या बता मेरे को। I can do it.
Of course,
Genshin
a
की
seal on its
language
own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts.
You say Felix cannot. अरे यार वो होता नहीं है ऐसा। I know the dialogue, लेकिन मेरे को उस accent में बोलने का। You get it, my friend. You get what I'm trying to say. I want to say it in that accent. So can I? Let me try. अभी रिकॉर्ड कर, मैं अभी ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? अभी रिकॉर्ड कर। You say, अरे वो तो कॉपीराइट हो जाएगा, गलत हो जाएगा।
First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design.
और इनका जो कवर है बहुत सही है, epic shit.
In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think.
अरे आप करो खाली, ठीक है। तो हंसने को क्यों आ रहा है? गेंशिन में हिंदी लैंग्वेज होनी चाहिए। नहीं चलता है, इट्स कंप्लीटली फाइन। लेट्स डू इट। द टाइम इज नाउ। अभी करने का है मेरे को। हाँ, इधर ही मेरे को इतना हंसने को आता है। हाउ द हेल एम आई सपोज्ड टू डू इट? ओके, यू से फिलिक्स का नाम। मैं रिहर्सल कर रहा हूँ। यस, हाँ। Un, tres, let's go. You say Felix can buy happiness? अरे बहुत अजीब हो रहा है। नहीं, एक्सप्रेशन भी तो मांगता है ना। तिमरू शायद इंडियन और अरबियन कल्चर पे बेस्ड है। ओह, ओके। इस हिसाब से तो भाई ये जो 3 तीन है मॉन्स्टर, लीवे और इनाजुमा, तीनों अलग अलग कल्चर पे बेस्ड होने चाहिए थे। हाँ अरे हाँ बना बना ठीक है। यू से फिलिक्स कैन नॉट बाय हैप्पीनेस हबीबी, वेलकम टू माय स्ट्रीम। ठीक है बस हो गया। यस दैट इज इट। इसको कट करके मेरे को बताना, आई विल डू इट।
All right, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
गरी क्या? अरे चुप हो जाओ, फेलिक्स को डायलॉग मारने दो। मार दिया रे, मार दिया। वैसे ही है। कोई भी गाड़ी कितनी स्पीड तक चलाई है तब बताओ अपना अपना। मैंने चलाया है अपना गाड़ी, मेरे पास डुओ है, डुओ यू नो डुओ। खुद के पैसे से खरीदा है तेरे भाई ने। तेरा भाई बहुत हार्ड है भाई, पैसा खर्चा करने के टाइम पे सोचता नहीं है। ओह यस मेरे पास डुओ है और वो मैंने चलाई है 30 के स्पीड पे।
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book. But if we adopted Calx's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event. And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
अरे मैंने गलत बोल दिया डायलॉग। नहीं क्या बोला? यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट बाय हैप्पीनेस, ऐसा बोला क्या? मेरे पास थोड़ा सा डायलॉग का एक और एडिशन है, ये वाला रिकॉर्ड कर प्लीज। ठीक है बोले एकदम जोश के साथ, प्लीज ये रिकॉर्ड करना, प्लीज ये वाला रिकॉर्ड करके मेरे को भेज। नोवा इफ यू आर रिकॉर्डिंग, ये वाला रिकॉर्ड करके मेरे को भेज, क्योंकि मेरे को एकदम दिमाग में अच्छा डायलॉग आया है एंड आई थिंक दिस इज द वन। इसमें थोड़ा सा हिंदी भी घुसा देंगे अपन, ठीक है? ये वाला ठीक हो जाएगा, ठीक है? एक बार मेरे को हेड्स अप दे दे। अरे चुप हो जाओ। ओके मॉन्स्टर अमेरिकन हैं, लीवे चाइनीज, इनाजुमा जापानीज। रियली मॉन्स्टर अमेरिकन? I did not know that, but it is completely fine. Action. आराम से इधर बहुत बड़ा ऑडिशन हो रहा है भाई। हाँ सो द डायलॉग इस मैंने थोड़ा सा चेंज किया है। मैं पहले तो मैं सुनाता हूँ फिर अच्छे से बोलूँगा, ठीक है? देखो, यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट मेक यू लाफ अभी भी, सॉरी हाँ अभी भी नहीं ब्रो, आप मुंबई से हो ना? यस अपन मुंबई से और एकदम वहाँ 100%। यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट मेक यू लाफ अभी भी, आओ कभी स्ट्रीम पे। कैसा लगा? अच्छा है ना? अभी अच्छे से बताता हूँ। अरे यार मेरे को थोड़ा सा साइलेंस रखने को मांगता है उसके बाद, ठीक है? 1 2 3 let's go। अरे यार ये वाला रिकॉर्ड करके मेरे को भेज, मेरे को मांगता है मेरे खुद के लिए, ठीक है? यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट, अरे यार यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट मेक यू लाफ अभी वेलकम। अरे यार वेलकम नहीं रे, आओ कभी स्क्रीन पे। अरे यार डायलॉग मैसअप कर रहा हूँ मैं। हाँ प्लीज आई एम रियली सॉरी अंकित भाई, गुफरान भाई, रकर अगर थोड़ा क्रिंजी हो रहे थे, लेकिन मेरे को ये चाहिए। हाँ यू से फेलिक्स कैन नॉट मेक यू लाफ अभी आओ कभी स्ट्रीम पे। थोड़ा बहुत अजीब लग रहा है, लेकिन यस मेरे को इसका क्लिप बना के चाहिए, देखना है वो कैसा दिखेगा, कैसा लग रहा हूँ मैं। आई डोंट नो, बहुत अजीब लग रहा है।
If you think it's feasible,
बात बार
I
बार
would
बोल बोल के
certainly be
फिर अजीब
happy to
लगता है।
design
हाँ कसम,
signatures for the other authors as well.
मत भेज मेरे को, बहुत अजीब लग रहा है। अभी भी आओ कभी स्ट्रीम, आओ कभी अकेले में, क्या खुशबू लगता है। क्या क्या वही बोल रहा हूँ, दोनों पे बेस्ड है। ओ इंडिया में, इंडिया
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
हाँ मैंने सुना था अपना ये जो शाओ है वो कोई इंडियन गॉड पे बेस्ड है, मतलब गॉड या डीमन, इंडियन डीमन पे बेस्ड है, राइट? आई डोंट नो, लेकिन हाँ उसका नाम इंडियन है। मेरे को बताओ जरा।
In that case, I shall contact the other two authors participating in the new release event.
Softly after two.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Okay.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Jinyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here. The books that Jinyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the I Publishing House.
We did it. The event is saved.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu. Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
कभी भी आओ कभी आके, अरे ये क्या है? हाँ हाँ, मिडल ईस्ट एंड इंडियन मिक्स्ड है। ओके, गॉट इट। अरे आई एम बैक, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रदर, वेलकम बैक। मॉन्स्टर विंटेज अमेरिकन जैसा है, टैवर्न्स, विंडमिल, कैथीड्रल एक्सेट्रा। ओह कैथीड्रल, आई हैव हर्ड ऑफ इट, आई नो कैथीड्रल। ईवलासन, बहुत हार गया आज। रकर भाई हार गया? अरे हाँ हार गया। नोवा तो जीत रहा है। देख रहा हूँ मैं, सब पे नजर है अपन का। और इसको 3 लाख होने वाला है वापस। लीव वूयू रेस्टोरेंट। रुक वूयू रिलीव करने से पहले यहाँ पे कुछ टेस्ट वेस्ट है क्या? अपन बहुत एकदम क्या होगा, हीरो प्लेयर बोलते हैं इसको। तोड़ गया, कुछ नहीं है, चलो वापस। अरे लड़की बीच में क्यों खड़ी है? हाँ? शर्म नाम की चीज नहीं है तेरे को? चलो लेट्स गो। नोवा स्ट्रीम का रिच किड है। हाँ मैंने बिगाड़ के रखा है नोवा को मैंने बिगाड़ के रखा है।
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
ब्रदर डीसी पे वॉइस चैट कैसे ज्वाइन करें? साइड में होता है वॉइस चैट। ब्रदर 100 के मिनट्स कर लो सबका। 100 के माइनस कर लो सबका। अरे नहीं, एंजॉय करो रे।
Oh, it's Ayaka and Venti. That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand. This bard just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
Here's the paper. Please have a look.
मेरे पास तो है ही नहीं 100। क्या 100 क्या? मेरे पास तो है ही नहीं 100। क्या 100? हाँ 100 के। I submerged the verses into clear water and the truth dig emerged.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length.
किलो आपने शायद कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिस कर दिया।
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page.
जो लोग ने भाई अपन के साथ रुके ले थे, अपन ने उनको एकदम मस्त डील दिया था, और डील ऑफ अ लाइफ टाइम, और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। ए कैसे बोलते रहे जोंगली की आवाज में? जोंगली की आवाज, कम इन। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ अ लाइफ टाइम। आई मेड अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विथ माय व्यूअर्स, 5 of them, I know 5 of them। तो ये 5 लोग हैं जो तुम्हें टॉप पे दिख रहे हैं। Those 5 are the ones who got the contract, and always will be. Yeah, I think so. बॉस कर लिया फिलिक्स भाई। बॉस कर लिया फिलिक्स भाई। नहीं, मैंने तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को लात मार दिया। अभी पछता रहा होगा बेचारा।
The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
करोगे बॉस? मेरे पास है ना एक्चुअली आदर्श भाई ये नहीं है रेजिन कि उसमें मैंने कंडेंस बना दिया, नहीं तो मैं बॉस करता था ऑफ कोर्स।
If we take the poem literally, it
कल
reads,
करेंगे। If
dip
you
this
want, I can-
paper in water
आज
and see the truth
एक काम करो, तुम आज
naturally
कर लो,
appear.
तुम आज कर लो, मैं कल कर लूँगा।
Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
Okay.
So, shall we give it a whirl? It just so happens that there's a pond
मैं
nearby.
भी अभी स्टार्ट ही करने वाला था। ओके मैं कल करूँगा बॉस, मैं बॉसेस कल करूँगा। गो टू द पॉन्ड, इट्स राइट हियर। ये क्या है? हैं? व्हाट द हेल? इधर मैं जा सकता हूँ क्या? ओ भाई, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर ये बेनेट ले लूँ मैं, ओ भाई साहब, अरे इधर क्लीवी तो आराम से चली जाएगी। अभी ऊपर कैसे जाऊँ मैं? ये खड्डा तो अनयूजुअल है भाई, ये क्या बात हुई? कंप्लीटली फाइन। आई एम गोइंग इन गेंशिन। मैं ना आज कुछ नहीं किया, मैंने आज कुछ नहीं किया। ओके
It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper!
नहीं, 1 वीक का टाइम है, मैं भी कल ही कर लूँगा, स्टार्ट नहीं करूँगा मैं भी। ओके चलेगा, फिर अपन कल साथ में करते हैं आदर्श भाई। और आज का जो है वो कंडेंस बना के रख लेना, ठीक है? आओ बैठ के मेरा बम डिगी बम बम पेड़ हो रहा। किसी को हेल्प चाहिए तो टेल मी। गुफरान भाई इज ऑलवेज रेडी टू हेल्प।
Let Paimon see what it says.
अरे वो इतना अच्छा फोटो था, मेरे को स्क्रीनशॉट लेना चाहिए था यार। इतने सारे कैरेक्टर यार, शिट यार।
Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
Why would that happen?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the shogun, surely one of those 2 methods was used to protect it.
अभी डोमेन कर लेता हूँ कैरेक्टर के लिए। अरे अपन 1 शॉट करेगा, अपन को बुलाओ, ठीक है? रकर भाई तुम भी आ जाओ कल। रकर भाई अपने क्या बताया नहीं कितने कैरेक्टर हैं आपके पास? हो शुरू हो गया, वहाँ का नोवा तो सच बोल रहा है। फ्लेक्सिंग सेशन शुरू। फ्लेक्सिंग क्वीन आ गई। फ्लेक्सिंग क्वीन कौन है? हाँ, अपने आदर्श है। आदर्श अपनी फ्लेक्सिंग क्वीन है। आदर्श को फ्लेक्सिंग क्वीन और अपना ये है क्या, यूला सिम। तो अपने पास 2 बंदे हैं, फ्लेक्सिंग क्वीन और यूला सिम। अभी धीरे धीरे करके और मिलेंगे अपने को। रकर एंड मी आर सेम देन। हम उसके बारे में पूछे। किसी ने नोटिस किया काया की आईज पेंसिल की आईज जैसी है, उसमें भी स्टार है। What does that mean?
But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
So this poem wasn't written by Akihito.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up.
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits. Kazuha, Ayaka. would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
Court scene आ गया.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akahito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
अच्छा तेरी ये सुनने को तो माँ कसम. Soon after Albedo completes the 2 portraits, काजुआ का हेयर स्टाइल बहुत सही है यार. काजुआ का हेयर स्टाइल सही है, अल्बेडो का हेयर स्टाइल सही है मुझे लगता है. पर ये काजुआ किसको दिख रहा है वैसे भी हैं? व्हाट द हेल. ये आयाका खुद की इसको दिख रही है, ये उसका काजुआ को दिख रहा है. काजुआ किसको दिख रहा है?
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out.
अपने पास एक भी अरे भाई मेरे पास तो एक आर्कन है एंड आई एम हैप्पी. मैं 4 मंथ से ही खेल रहा हूँ. ओके तुम लोग फ्लेक्स करो, मैं चलता हूँ. अरे नोवा भाई जा रहे हो गया, तुसी ना जाओ रे अकेले अकेले.
One of the 5 Kasen is called
मैं भी जाऊँ क्या?
Kuronushi, right?
मैं भी जाऊँ क्या?
It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
मेरा हाथ की मस्त एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ मैं, पूरा टेढ़ा कर रहा हूँ इसको. पता नहीं बैठ बैठ के पूरा हाथ पाँव सब कुछ दुख रहा है.
Have you really not noticed?
No.
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard.
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances.
लेकिन सबको बिल्ड करके रखा हूँ, वेपन और 4 स्टार कैरेक्टर भी. ओ वाह, तुम्हारे पास क्या है?
However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, It was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akihito.
The culprit is none other than Kurunoshi.
What? Kuranushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 kasen.
Oh.
Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
फिर अलवे तो यहाँ पे अकेले क्यों कर रहे हैं? अकेले क्या कर रहे हैं?
Oh, okay. Paimon is finally starting to get it now.
मेरे पास पाइमॉन है. मेरे पास भी. पाइमॉन 10 स्टार है ना, मैंने सुने ले. अरे सर, मैं एक फोटो देखा था. पाइमॉन को ऐसा 10 स्टार के थे, पता है? भाई मैं बोला ये क्या सीन है? फोटो नहीं, थोड़ा एक वीडियो था. किसी ने तो बनाया रहेगा, मतलब एडिट किया रहेगा. बेस्ट ऑफ लक नोवा भाई, एग्जाम को वन शॉट कर दो.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuronushi? In our world?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right!
Dear Kazuha.
Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him.
Kazuha, what is wrong?
Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Apologies for making a wild assumption, but has the story of the 5 kasen reminded you of anything?
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family. I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
Hey, we're all friends here, Kazuha. You can always tell us whatever's on your mind.
अरे भाई मेरे को नींद आ रहा है, मेरे को लगता है जाना चाहिए मेरे को.
Kaidehara, please forgive
मेरे
my
पास सिंगिया
assumption,
नहीं.
but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy, so there isn't any harm in it. However, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden. As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs. And Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Amenoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation. My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Tevat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
बेनेट को क्राउन करने वाला हूँ. Okay.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
बस wishing पे time निकल देता हूँ. Oh.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors.
Attack buff. बाप रे बाप.
However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young. Not only did it affect the Kaedahara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow. I will tell you everything I know then.
Okay. ओ ये दोनों साथ में खुल गया भाई साहब. थिएटर मैकेनिकस अभी लास्ट वाला ये बचा हुआ है और शॉर्टी प्रीमस भी मिल गया. माँ कसम मजा आ गया रे. ये वाला करते हैं स्पीड रन बिकॉज why not? Why freaking not? Theater mechanicals.
The 5 Kasen Plaza is significantly less crowded now, but it's still too early to relax. This is a serious matter, and we must remain vigilant. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sarah!
Oh, it's you. Do you have something to report?
Yes, you look pretty cute, and that is the report.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
Really good. Oh भाई मैंने इसका तारीफ किया और वो really good.
The Tenryou Commission has a responsibility to ensure public order and security during the Iridori Festival. If anything comes up, come to me.
Of course.
Oh, you look really busy. Has something serious happened?
Nothing serious, really. We've just received a lot of reports in the past few days over things like even troublemakers hogging the photo board. All minor. Still, Shogun...
Well, no matter how busy you are...
What do you mean, figuring? That lady... To be clear...
Oh? What?
That is not...
Almighty!
This particular... Many people have been...
Oh, really?
Normally, of course, we are required...
What?
So instead...
Oh, right! Didn't you say that...
I anticipated the same at first. But, lady, I don't know who... I am fortunate, as well as being...
Early riser and...
Hmm? What was that sound?
Probably just the wind.
Really? Well, never mind. I have been here long enough. It's time for me to head to my next patrol zone. Stay safe during the Iridori Festival.
अबे ये फॉक्स है कि क्या? पूछे थे किसी की तो. The hell?
Uh-oh, you found me.
Sayu.
Sayu? What are
Sayonara.
you doing here? Oh, wait! Are you the professional? Shh, quiet. She might still be in earshot.
Sayu have been slacking off again.
No way. I only meant to take a short nap. A really quick... Oh.
अरे भाई खत्म करो रे.
I guess my only hope now is to set... Really?
Let me negotiate. मैं फिलहाल तो यही कर रहा हूँ ना. Oh, what the hell? 1 2 3. अरे बोलने पूरा करने को नहीं दिया. यही कर रहा हूँ ना मैं. Ask. Okay. यही कर रहा हूँ. फटाक से ये खत्म करना मेरे को।
She'd been lining up.
1.5 साल के बाद पता नहीं हुआ।
Kazuha said he would wait for us at the 5 Kasen Plaza today.
Sell it.
The first batch was smaller. Well,
Okay.
I can't believe it. A whole load of...
Speed run. मैं अभी child build कर रहा हूँ। Okay.
What's the point of this story again? Terribly sorry.
Hey, what about...
I'm sorry, those are... Please don't be too But when will then... Also, even he didn't...
Look, I don't...
I'm terribly sorry. Sorry. Oh, are you saying this
sorry
falls
सुनाई दे रहा है
apart?
भाई। सिर्फ sorry सुनाई दे रहा है।
If the Tenryou Commission finds out... Anyway...
Well, since... Thank you both
Let
for
me
your...
give you that tip.
So we're supposed to be investigating, but... You mean me? Sorry, I was asleep. Did I hear anything?
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. Huh? That's not how you... 16 snores should be about 1, right? Which means... Well, so then... Well, the Ambassador's people betray... If someone was... Let's go...
काम करते ये कर लेते फिर एंड कर दूंगा भाई। बहुत नींद मेरे को ना नींद आ रहा है एक्चुअली बहुत नींद आ रहा है मेरे को। If you are crowned plus
It's a no.
talent equals 11.
How did you know?
Huh?
Okay, fine. I came here bright and early. To my surprise,
It's not for you to decide whether it was...
Huh?
The Tenryou Commission has received reports that someone has been hoarding... It is against... We have already...
But...
Please hand over...
You guys figured this out pretty...
In fact, we were only just tip...
Yikes! I've been spotted.
Oh, you must...
We...
Is that so? Really? Thank you. So...
Oh! Yeah, right. I definitely would have...
I see. Don't blame yourself. According to the... If we confront... Since you... Would you be will...
What?
Go to the nearby transaction site. Okay. Right here.
Who introduced that? But let me be clear.
The price has gone up again?
Well, you can take...
अरे ये तो वही बंदा है ना जो लेटर ये कर रहा है और इसके सर पे ये क्या है?
I don't have time.
15,000 14,000 दे देते चल 15,000 करो चलो
Fine. Hold on. What's to negotiate? Do you want... You think this is...
The next location you move to will be the police...
The Tenryou Commission...
Thank you for your help. Nicole...
Great! So this time...
I'm afraid it... I would be grateful.
Although Sora didn't say anything, she seemed a little disappointed.
Going to be a potential buyer and staff. मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ इधर कोई अलग क्वेस्ट का लोकेशन आ रहा है और वो अलग क्वेस्ट है The place died in black. ये कौन है? True violet of क्या? ओ ये है तो मैं ये पहले ये करना पड़ेगा फिर वो करना ओके गॉट इट। और इसके लिए अभी भी 6 दिन है, तो कल करूंगा मैं, क्योंकि मेरे को गाइस भी बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रहा है यार, बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रहा है। मैं सीधा मैं सोचा था खाना खाऊंगा, लेकिन नहीं, अभी मैं सीधा जाकर सो जाऊंगा, बहुत नींद आ रहा है मेरे को। एक्चुअली मैं ना सुबह 4 बजे उठा था ना, तो फिर यस, तब से फिर मैं उठा हुआ ही हूँ। ये इवेंट भी कल से ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे, कल के इधर से कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे, ठीक है। देखो ये वाला, ये 3 हो गया है, ठीक है, ये हो गया। पहले सारे इवेंट कर लेंगे, फिर उसके बाद है ना, मतलब पहले सारे स्टोरी के उसकी ये कर लेंगे, फिर उसके बाद सारे सबका इवेंट कर देंगे, ठीक है। तो और फिर ये भी तो करना है मेरे को, ठीक है। देखते हैं, कल अपन इधर से ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे। मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है, मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है। मतलब मैं सुबह 4 बजे उठा ना, एक्चुअली क्या हो गया, परसों मैं सोया सुबह 8 बजे, हाँ, सुबह 8 बजे सो के मैं सीधा रात को 4 बजे उठा हूँ। उसके बाद 4 बजे के बाद से मैं सोया नहीं, तो इसलिए अभी मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है, ठीक है। दिन भर जगह ही था मैं, इसलिए अभी मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है, ठीक है। ये सब बाद में करेंगे, अपन अपने फेवरेट जगह पे जा रहे हैं, फेवरेट जगह पे जा रहे हैं। नींद आ रही है मेरे को। चाइल्ड के पास एबिलिटी है बाकी कैरेक्टर के टैलेंट को क्राउन करने का। ओके, मैक्स एचपी मेरे को है ना यार, एक ओसीडी है, ओसीडी की बीमारी है मेरे को। यू नो व्हाट इज ओसीडी की बीमारी? आई विल टेल यू व्हाट इज ओसीडी की बीमारी। जाने से पहले, अरे रुक जाओ, वेंटी रीडिंग कर रहे हो, मतलब अभी चाइल्ड को यूज करके फायदा नहीं। ओसीडी का प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जब तक सारे कैरेक्टर का अल्टीमेट रेडी नहीं होता ना, तब तक मैं एग्जिट नहीं करता, इसलिए अभी जस्ट लेट्स डू इट। ओके, इसका अल्टीमेट रेडी हो गया, ठीक है।
Let the show begin.
Let's go. $968 full HP, max HP, max HP, max HP, max HP। देखो सबका HP एकदम फुल है और सबका अल्टीमेट रेडी है, ठीक है। अभी ये ओसीडी का काम खत्म। अभी चलो यहाँ पे जाकर टेलीपोर्ट करो। अरे गुफरान भाई, काहे टेंशन। दिल्ली कमीशन का रिवॉर्ड, और भाई वो, और थैंक गॉड मेरे को अभी याद आया भाई, मैंने कलेक्ट नहीं किया था दिल्ली कमीशन का रिवॉर्ड, मैंने कलेक्ट नहीं किया, वहाँ कसम। अगर अभी और आधा घंटा हो जाता ना, वहाँ कसम मेरे ये 20 कमीशन चले देते थे, वहाँ कसम चले देते थे। तो भाई बच गया रे, मैं बच गया। चलो कोई बात नहीं, अभी वैसे भी आधे घंटा नहीं 40 मिनट में डेली कमीशन आएंगे, लेकिन मेरे पास अभी उतना एनर्जी नहीं है कि मैं 40 मिनट तक और स्ट्रीम करूं, क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है। देखो मेरी आँख है ना, तुम अगर दिख रही होगी, मेरी आँख बहुत लाल है, स्पेक्स भी लाल है, इसलिए तुमको समझ में नहीं आएगा, लेकिन ये हाँ। तो या नहीं, उठ जा, डीलुक भैया बैठेंगे, हाँ डीलुक भैया की सीट है। चलो गाइस, आज के लिए सिर्फ इतना ही। स्ट्रीम अगर अच्छी लगी तो लाइक कर देना, डिसलाइक करो, जो करने का करो। कौन अभी जा रहा है। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। यस, कल डेफिनेटली कल खेलेंगे, ठीक है। अभी मैं जा रहा हूँ, फिर डोंट नो क्या चाइल्ड टीम में होना चाहिए, हाँ मालूम। गुड नाइट बाय, गुड नाइट गाइस, सबको बाय बाय मेरी तरफ से, सबको टाटा बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, सी यू टुमारो। अंकित भाई, रकर भाई, गुफरान भाई, आदर्श भाई, नोवा भाई, एवरीबॉडी, सबको गुड नाइट। मैं जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रही है, मतलब इतनी ज्यादा ना कि माँ कसम। देखो मैं तुम लोगों को दिखाता हूँ, एक चीज दिखाता हूँ, एकदम मैं ना मस्त चीज दिखाता हूँ। देखो तुमको लग रहा होगा ना कि भाई मैं अभी ऑफलाइन खेलूंगा या कुछ, सीधा गेम ही एग्जिट कर रहा हूँ। सुबह केसरी, सुबह सबको गुड नाइट, सबको सुबह केसरी। क्विट, सीधा ब्लैक स्क्रीन हो जाएगा लेकिन चलता नहीं, नहीं ब्लैक स्क्रीन हो जाएगा चलेगा नहीं, अजीब लगेगा। ठीक है, तो चलो गाइस, थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग। अपन मिलेंगे कल सीधा। अभी ये बंद करके स्ट्रीम का जब भी गाना खत्म हो जाएगा, तब तक गाना खत्म होने के बाद वो भी बंद करके मैं करूँगा शट डाउन, सीधा जाके सो जाऊंगा मैं। मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रहा है। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग गाइस, सबका शुक्रिया, दिल से शुक्रिया यार। you guys are very important to me. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. कल जरूर आना। गुड बाय, टाटा, बाय बाय।
I'm sorry if I seem uninterested or I'm not listening or I'm indifferent.